reaction to getting brainwashed by a cult. Fans always had a front row seat for all the trials and tribulations and dramas that Kelly Taylor had to struggle with on Beverly Hills 90210. I love that show. But what fans didn't see were the trials of the heart Jennie Garth went through with her dad. And they're both here today to make sure your family has a happy Father's Day this year and for many years to come. Please welcome Jennie Garth and her dad, John. A lot to celebrate this Father's Day, and John, you look great, but it wasn't always that way. I know that when you were 10 years old, you're the baby in the family, your father, John, suffered a massive heart attack. What do you remember about that time?
Well, being 10, I don't remember a lot. I remember how traumatic it was for my mom and all of my family, all my sisters and brothers. And I can remember, you know, there are a lot of memories forever etched in my brain of seeing him in the post-op room and just seeing him all puffy and just irrecognizable. So that was a lot for me to handle.
Your dad is invincible when you're that age, it seems.
Yeah, we have a really unique bond. We have our birthdays on the same day, so we're very close. He's close to all his other kids too, but
don't leave them out.
You know. But so it was really hard on me being the baby.
John, I know as a result of your heart attack, you had to undergo a triple bypass surgery, which is physically on your body. So I have to imagine emotionally, it took a toll also.
Well, it certainly did. I felt like I'd lost control of my life. You know, the doctors did the surgeries, the doctors put me to sleep, the doctors brought me back, and I just didn't feel like there was anything in the world that I could do anymore to have any control.
But usually bypass surgery, people are back on their feet the next, you know, very shortly thereafter. But your dad had some complications, didn't he?
Right. Well, nowadays, I mean, the surgery is so advanced that they're back at work 2 weeks later. But he over the past 20 years, he's been struggling with this, and he has had 4 open heart surgeries. It's been crazy. And he's just been through just everything imaginable. And he suffered a stroke. I mean, he's just had a lot of complications surrounding it. He has cardiovascular disease.
You said he had so many operations, and yet his quality of life didn't improve, so you went and sought a second opinion. Well, tell me what that doctor said when you finally went to someone new.
We saw a doctor here in New York, and he ran a very simple test on my dad. It's something called an echocardiogram. And it's something that I would recommend to anybody who suffers from any kind of high blood pressure or previous heart problems, to evaluate their heart, and in my father's case, they diagnosed him with heart failure, which is actually very common among heart problematic people.
John, what was your reaction when the doctor first told you that you had heart failure?
Well, it sounded good to me because having been a teacher for years, failure I felt like I could do something about. If I didn't do well in English, I'd study it and bring my grade up. So it might not strike other people that way, but it gave me new hope.
So the word failure got you.
It was a good word.
That's great.
Did you feel helpless, Jennie, though?
At that point, you know, that was really weird to hear that he had heart failure, because we had never heard that all these 20 years. So at that point, it kind of gave us a little bit of hope, because they then told us about there's more advanced medication that you can be on to help that. And he's on a new medicine now. It's like what's it called?
Coreg.
Coreg. It's a new medicine.
It's a beta blocker.
A beta blocker, and that's helping him considerably. I mean, he's just improved so much.
In what amount of time?
Well, he went on that medicine in December of 2000, and that's just, you know, 6 months.
Yeah.
And it's just changed his life. He's riding his horse again, and he's here in New York with me.
Riding a horse?
Yeah.
Wow.
That sounds like a good Father's Day present to everyone. Maybe an echocardiogram for somebody that you love, if they've had some issues in their lives. Tell us about the quality of life now. You get the chance to hang with your baby.
It's very good. I haven't felt this good in 15 years or so. So I'm really enjoying life.
And I'm sure your granddaughter loves that.
Yeah. What are you guys doing for Father's Day?
Well, we're going to be returning to home, and Jennie's going to spend some time with her in-law family, and then we'll meet again after a little later on in the summer, and kind of enjoy everyday life.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your granddaughter must be very excited too. She gets to spend her Father's Day with
He
Grandpa.
has 10 grandchildren.
Oh, that's right. You're the youngest, so you have.
And they all call me something different. She calls me Pappy.
Well, Pappy, thank you so much for being with us. Jenny, you too.
Goodbye.
You look fantastic. Our thanks to Jenny and John Garth.